Okay, so gonna do a multi-video React collection. I've got a whole bunch of Skyebrows-related material that I'm behind on. So first of all, Bupela, and she has got. I've looked at these two privately. They're really good. But she's got a bunch of stuff I need to catch up on that I have not catched up on. But this here is one that I've seen a lot of people talking about, and definitely need to get this one first before I can start going towards the more recent one. So need to go catch up on the older one that I never looked at. Then we've got Jaded Fett. That I have reacted to his stuff before, this one and this one, and then he's got a couple new videos, and don't have time for both of them in this collection, I think, but this one for sure. Then Occultus Notitia, who has a couple of new videos, and I've been told I have a cameo in this one, so I'm going to react to this one today. Probably don't have time for that one yet. Then Vesper Unfiltered. So Vesper has two videos. So this is Have Faith that everyone's been talking about. And then she just recently came out with Seen. So I'm definitely going to do this one, and I might have enough time for this one. Then we've got Null FM, and I already reacted to Tiny Campfire Glow, which has been quite a well-known one, really getting a reputation. And then we're going to go into Worlds on Fire, which I have not seen. And then Kinney the Hound, Prompt the Sky. So this guy I don't know anything about, but he did show up in, I think it was Dot Pocket's video. This character here showed up, and I'd never seen that character before, but look, he's got one video. So let's, and it's in the Skybrows cinematic universe, so let's go look at that one. Okay, so this will be a long multi-video react. I'm going to have to cough and drink some water before we get started, or my voice might be too rough. Okay, so let's go to the VTuber games. I've been really excited about this one. It's been really hard to hold myself back from doing a private watch. So let's go in, and okay, let's pause it, and we're gonna look at the description. Oh, and it's got a cheat sheet. Oh wow, a cheat sheet. Oh yeah, Venetrix Wolf. She's a purple wolf. She's starting to appear in these things. Let's see. Mellowmobun. She's one of the new ones, and I don't recognize her most of the time when I see her. Is this the one that makes the live action AI humor political ones? I can't remember. Let's see. Yeah, I think I recognize most of these, so I'll probably recognize the characters as they go past. And of course, I want to encourage you to go to the original video, which will be linked in my description, so that you can raid the original video's description for all these links here to the channels of the characters being shown. But yeah, this here is Gaming Syndicate. Okay, so let's rewind a bit.
Please hang on. I'm almost there.
Oh, and I'm going to try to do that thing again with the first watch through, almost no pauses, and then the detailed watch through where I comment and identify cameos.
Welcome to the VTuber Games. You have all been invited here to take part in a battle royale. If you fail, we will send you back home. and you must wear a hat that says Quengo for a week.
For this game, all VTubers must play red light, green light. The goal is to make it to the finish line. Failure to do so results in elimination.
Feeling fake smiles like a broken doll. Tried to cry, but my tears got firewall. Sweet poison in my protocol. I glitch when I hear your name. Emotion DXC crash jargon. 오작동의 나의 마음. 닥쳐버린 사랑감. 코드 안에 갇혀있어 살아있는 듯한 고스트야. For all the heartbeat never found me by the strong. Exchange of that feeling ugly. 이건 사랑이 아니야, it's faulty. For all the heartbeat I'm corrupted. 삭제된 감정 속에 갇혔지. Reboot me but I won't restart.
Congratulations on winning this game. The frontman would like to see you.
Where are you?
Okay, so that was really cute and sweet. You know, the music was basically just at the quality level of background music. You know, it was okay, but you know, nothing to really listen to by itself. It's the animation here that's the main focus, or rather, you know, the live action animation. It's all animation when you make it with AI, but some of it looks like live action video. Let's reload it right here. Okay. And then, and of course, this is, the whole video is a parody of the Korean TV show, I think I'm trying to remember the title, Squid Games. So it's got, you know, various elements from that in there. And, okay, and then the song is 404 Heartbeat. Okay, so let's go, and here we go.
Please hang on. I'm almost there.
And then, of course, Gaming Syndicate. Okay, and then this is probably Keen, the pirate VTuber, because he's got the bandana that comes down over one eye, although it should be on this side instead, but it can be really hard to get AI to do that. Okay, so there's Rev Says Dezu. It would be really cool to see him react to this. And then he's going to turn and look at his wife, Darling Straub. Yeah, there's his wife, Darling Straub. Okay, and then there's Feeble Mind, and his eye is going to turn golden because he's established in his lore that he has this golden eye.
Welcome to the VTuber Games.
And of course, these costumes are from the TV show Squid Games.
You have all been invited here to take part in a battle royale.
And there's Venetrix. She's a purple wolf VTuber. She looks like a purple fox to me, but she is a wolf.
If you fail, we will...
So Venetrix is kind of the opposite of Kirsha in my perception. So Kirsha, to me, is a VTuber who looks like a wolf to me, but she is actually a fox with silver fur. Whereas Venetrix looks to me like a fox with purple fur, but she is actually a wolf with purple fur. So I kind of have the perception of these two switched around in my mind.
If you fail, we will send you back home, and you must wear a hat that says Quengo for a week.
Oh yeah, and Quengo, or a hat that says Quengo, is a reference to a troll that bothers Leaflet and a bunch of other people.
For this game, all VTubers must play red light, green light.
Okay, so here they're also having the gender swapped characters, the Rule 63 characters. So there's the gender swapped version of Lord Intellectual, Lady Intellectual. There's the gender swapped version of Keen, who is called Queen, Kween. So if you see it written, it really makes sense. And there is the Rule 63 version of Skybrows, and her term is Lady Skybrella. So she's Skybrella.
The goal is to make it to the finish.
Okay, so there is Moomy playing games. And it's really hard to link to him because for some reason YouTube is buggy about his @ symbol. And it's nearly impossible to make the description work right if you put his @ symbol in there. And not only that, but his @ symbol seems to be infectious and starts infecting nearby @ symbols when I try to force it to work. And then sometimes the ones around his @ symbol stop working too. It's some kind of weird bug. I hope they get it fixed so that he can get more links to his channel. But yeah, so this is Moomy playing games. This is Trucker Man. And this is Nasky Holy Goddess or Nazca Holy Goddess. And these two, Trucker Man and Nazca Holy Goddess, are a couple and usually stream together. And then Moomy playing games is like their friend, and he'll occasionally stream with them.
Finish line. Failure to do so results in elimination.
Okay, so then we got Powder. We've got Lord Intellectual and Ember Paradox.
Feeling fake smiles like a broken doll.
Okay, and then this statue is from that Korean TV show, The Squid Games, which was, I think that's the title of it. I'm pretty sure that's the title, The Squid Games, or The Squid Game, The Squid Games, or The Squid Game. But yeah, it was like one of the most talked about things for, I don't know, I think about 2 years.
But my tears not firewall. Sweet poison in my protocol. I glitch when I hear your name. Emotion doggy.
Okay, and then there's Nihilith, and he's eating, which is a joke about eating. Okay, and then, oh, I have forgotten her name again. I know her, but I've forgotten her name, sorry. Okay, so then we've got Griffin Knight, and look, he's even got the like stars and galaxy in his wings, which is a detail that a lot of people miss. And then are these people anyone? They might just be generic. There's a lot of them. Not sure if any of them represent specific VTubers, but yeah, that's Griffin Knight. Okay, so there is Philip Chan and Harambe, which is a not a VTuber. This is an actual real-life gorilla that is now deceased. And this one, I learned her name at one point, and I have forgotten it. I'm sorry, I've forgotten it. But he has the best reactions to his cameos. You need to put him at Cameo Makers. You need to put him in all your videos because he has the best reactions to his own cameos. He's just insanely entertaining reactions to his own cameos. You got to put him in more of this stuff. Okay, and then this is Korone Inugami, I think, a dog VTuber. And then Celestium.
Congratulations on winning this game. The frontman would like...
Okay, and then this is Lusty Lynx. And you can see the tufts on the tips of her ears are really important to her to get those right. And then you can see her piercings, which a lot of times the AI won't do those correctly. But some people have been trying really hard in getting the AI to do that correctly.
Like to see you.
Okay, and then is this anyone? I'm not sure. Okay, and then this, of course, is Eustace the Useful, and there's a funny error here where, like, one of his ears is either missing or stuck inside his hat, and then it suddenly appears. I noticed that on the first watch through, but I wasn't gonna pause for things like that, because then it would be a super pause reaction, and I wasn't gonna do that. Okay, so very cute.
Where are you?
And very good. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about this little thing at the end. Okay, so this is the female version of Gaming Syndicate. So another Rule 63 character. And I don't know why he's chained up. Does that say anything? Not really readable. Okay, so that is the end. Let's remember to do this. I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, look at how many views it's got. But a lot of people have talked about this one. Okay, so let's go to Jaded Fett, and I have reacted to this and to this. So really cool stuff. And then he's got a couple more, and I think I can only react to one this time. So let's go in here. Let's pause it and let's check the description. Might turn this into an animated thing when I have time, but I was happy enough with how it turned out. Okay, so it looks like this is just a still picture animation. Okay, and does it have to do with Skybrows, or is it unrelated? Let me look in the description. Okay, so I'm not sure if it has anything specifically to do with Skybrows. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and listen to it.
In time, scratch at the mind, rending with pain, my sanity's bane, dragging the fight deep into night, fogging the brain, my humanity's drain. Memories tear at the fabric of me, ripping apart what I'm trying.
I like how the record scratch sound or whatever that is being used creatively in this music. So I think it's being used well, and that's a nice touch. And I'm looking at the still picture here, and I'm trying to figure out, like, does that symbol on the tree mean anything in particular? Here's another symbol. It looks like a different one. And then he's got, like, sort of the digital glitch effects here. So I'm wondering if this is representing something that's happening, like, inside a video game, or something that has something to do with AI, I'm not sure. And then these monsters, are these like undead or are they demons? I think I see like a little wing here. So maybe this is like demons that are chasing this guy, who I think represents Jaded Fett himself.
Trying to be a lifetime of struggle, until they running through the gloom in the mire of my soul, hiding from my demons, taking its toll, chasing ever onwards.
Oh yeah, the lyrics did mention demons. So yeah, I think these are demons, not undead or something else. So it mentions demons.
Searching for the light, darkness looms around, hiding me from sight, racing ever forward, striving hard to find escape from chains of the mind.
those like weird sounds, those are really interesting. Those like sort of deep thrumming sounds. I'm not sure what that is, but that's really interesting right there.
He's hard to find when sense is blind. Sliding through fell feels just like hell. Darkness abounds, threats all around. Sounding the bell, death's final knell. Memories tear at the essence of me, slicing apart what I'm trying to be. A lifetime of struggle, need to be free. Running through the gloom in the mire of my soul, hiding from my demons, taking its toll. Chasing ever onward, searching for the light. Darkness knows around, hiding me from sight.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure what the lyrics are about, but they seem to be like a dramatic chase or struggle against bad things. And I really like that they're easy to read, and they're all on the screen, and they're spelled correctly and everything, and I don't have to use the YouTube supplied closed captioning that is so often buggy. And lyrics that appear on the screen like this that aren't turn offable, if it's animated, I'm often annoyed by them because they're going to be covering up parts of the animation that I want to get a clear look at. But in this thing here, it's just a still picture. So I can get a good look as I want at the still picture without the captions interfering. So it's a really good choice for a still picture.
Striving hard to find escape from chains of the mind. Soul, hiding from my demons, taking its toll. Chasing ever onward, searching for the light. Darkness known around, hiding me from sight. Racing ever forward, striving hard to find escape from chains of the mind. Racing ever forward, striving hard to find escape from chains of the
Okay, so that was a cool song. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I think it's quite good, but it's not extremely good. And it's not quite my style. It's a little bit more spooky. And if I think if I understood the what the lyrics are about better, it might appeal to me more. But yeah, sort of like the the messages of struggle, but I'm not completely sure what the main character is struggling against. But I also think that a lot of these things, well, there are some songs that they have enough like variety and enough like force. I don't know quite what to say, enough variety and enough force in them that they can be 4 or 5 minutes long and it carries it well. But I think a song like this would be better if it was a little bit shorter, like maybe 3 or 3.5 minutes would have worked better for this. It's kind of like it got its message across, and it showed me like what it could do within the first like 3.5 minutes. And after that, it felt like maybe it went on a little bit too long, not hugely too long, but a little bit too long. And a lot of these songs are like this, that it can be hard to make a song that's good enough that it's really worthy to be like a 4 or 5 minute song. And sometimes they'll work if you put more variety in the song. Like if you have a really like hard rocking instrumental section or two in there, like Fashizi does. Like that can work to extend it out and make it seem like it should be that length. But yeah, this one probably needs to be at least 30 seconds shorter than it actually is. So that is, but I did like it. Okay, so let's go to Occultus Notitia. And I have been told I have a cameo in here, but I've got, I don't know, allergies or something bothering me a bit. So let me cough and drink some water, and then we'll go into here. Okay, so this is VTuber QT Pi. So that is the number pi. And then Ocno, I assume, is just an abbreviation of Occultus Notitia. Okay, so let's go in. I'm a faceless. Okay, let's look at the description. It says, if you are in here, you are either a VTuber or an awesome part of the Skyebrows community. Ooh, I'm in here, and so that means I'm awesome. Okay, so I appreciate all of you, and I wanted to show it to everyone through cameos. Jesus loves you. Yes, Jesus loves everyone. Let's see. Skybrows, Cosmic Attaku. Okay, so I do not recognize Batmoo. Oh, there is me. Oh, Brian Speaks is in here. I'm trying to remember if anyone has cameoed him before. I don't think I've seen him cameoed before, but yeah, he needs to be cameoed. Let's see. The Holy Ball, I've barely seen this person. I don't know if I would recognize their cameo. Not sure if I would recognize this cameo. Do not know. Do not know. Do not know. And then that is the Sky Mom, or the Mom Brows. I forget which way it goes. Okay, cat is trying to crawl on me. Taylor the Fiend, I do not recognize. Oh, there's me. Let's see. Oh, this is the Sea Bunny. Do not recognize. Do not recognize. Okay, so there's probably about 10 in here that I have no chance of recognizing because I just don't know who they are. Okay, so let's make it big, and we'll go back to the beginning, and I'll try to do a watch through where I try not to pause at all, although I'm sure I'll pause at my cameo unless I, whiff it again. And then we'll do a second super pause rewatch. So love those super pause rewatches. So VTuber QT Pie by Occultus Notitia.
I'm a faceless cutie pie in the corner saying hi, talking geopolitics, certain games and music mix. I'm VTuber streaming live, my chat's running miles high. Mention Nox or Asmongold, subjects never getting home.
was it. That was it. That was it. Okay, let's go back. There I am. Yay! There I am. There I am. Uh-huh. Yep. There I am. Uh-huh. Okay, so standing right next to Leaflet, Leaflet's mom, and I think this is Caroline Freeman, the Sky Mom. Not quite sure. Okay, let's go.
My persona, found a rhyme, it's Barcelona. Give a cute little react, cut that clip it. Shorts on track, VTuber model, human made for a viral social game anime cat hero mix. Got my VTubes, be streaming hits, VTuber cutie pie. Tell you I'm not gonna lie, covenant.
Oh, I'm back again. And yeah, I think this is Skyebrows' mom. I am back again. Cool. Oh, so cool. Oh, there I am.
It's VTuber cutie pie. Tell you I'm not gonna lie. Covenant anonymity. Saying how it's gonna be. New age of an influence. Give a way to fix this mess. Crowding fans of loyalty. Makes a groove for you and me.
Yep. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. Jesus loves you. Yes, that's a really good message. Okay, and that is the end. Okay, so let's do the super pause reaction. Here we go.
I'm a faceless cutie pie in the corner saying hi, talking geopolitics, certain games and music.
Oh, actually, before we get involved in the super pause reaction, I wanted to give my opinion on the music. So I really like the sort of like the I don't know how to describe it, the club beat. So the club music kind of beat and the upbeat, like peppy, happy feel. So I really like that aspect of this music.
Music mix on VTuber streaming live. My chat's running my.
Okay, so we've got is this Powder? Her hair looks white. It actually has a slight purple tint to it, but maybe it's getting purple tint from the stuff around it. Yeah, I think that is white hair. So I think this is Powder, and this is Ovted Fatash.
Miles high, mention Nox or Asmongold, Subjects never getting home.
Okay, now that was, I'm going to have to do frame by frame to get through all of these super fast. Okay, so there's Skybrows himself, and there's Skybrows' mom, Carolyn Freeman, and I'm using the less than and greater than keys to just go one frame at a time. This guy I do not know. Okay, and then here is Leaflet and Leaflet's mom, and they do look a lot alike. I occasionally get them confused with each other, but mostly I don't, I think. But so anyway, she's a slime girl and a very, very large VTuber. Oh, I knew I had to go frame by frame, and I hit the wrong button. Okay, let's go back. We got to go frame by frame by frame. Okay, frame by frame. And oh, there's me. Okay, so I had this cameo that I whiffed on the first time, and then I had the other two that I did notice. Okay, so I got my green snood. I've got the pennies in my snood, which are really hard to convince AI to generate them. I know. I have tried so much with AI to get the AI to generate pennies. It does not want to put pennies on your snood or in your hat or anything like that. AI doesn't like to do that. So yeah, I sympathize with all the people who put like, hair clips or gemstones or flowers or whatever in there instead. Because, sometimes the AI is just really determined to do that. And, I can go along with it. People shouldn't have to work really hard to get every detail of my cameo right. But look, there's actual pennies in there this time. That's so cool. So cool. And then, let's see, we'll do the greater than and lesser than keys again. Okay, so this one I do not recognize at all. Someone I do not know. Here is Psychro, the friendly survival specialist. And there is Smug Alana, and she's got a fire fox form and a frost fox form that she transforms from one to another. And occasionally she'll have this thing where she's half and half, but I think it means that she's basically mid-transformation. Okay, let's go. Do not know this guy. Okay. This is Powder. Okay, this is definitely Powder. The one before, maybe it was Powder, but this is definitely Powder. Well, let's look at the one before. Yeah, that's the same dress. Yeah, that's the same dress. So the one before is Powder. I was correct. And then this one is also Powder. Okay. Lord Intellectual. This is Null FM. So Null FM. And I've actually got one of his videos queued up for later on in this super big reaction pack. Let's go. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow, a really cute chibi version of a cosmic otaku. Yeah, very cute, a cosmic otaku. Okay. Let's go. There's Northy, and this is Northy's new avatar that recently appeared in Gonna Be Carolina Overdrive. So that's Northy's new avatar. And, and this is Ovted Fatash again. And let's go forward. Okay, not sure who this is. This is Keen, the pirate VTuber, and actually in his real form and not his Rule 63 form that people like to use a lot. And he's drinking from a coffee cup that says touch grass. So this is an internet meme. When people are misbehaving on the internet, you tell them they need to touch grass, which means they need to go outside, be in the real world, not be on the internet. Okay, this is a wild Iraqi. This is Glee Man. This is Dot Pocket. He made the video Skybrows Army. Okay, let's go some more. No idea who this is. There's Pipkin Pippa, the rabbit VTuber. Not sure what that is. Oh wait, is that Holy Ball? This might be Holy Ball. I'm gonna cheat. Let me cheat. I'm gonna go down here and see, where is it? No, the Holy Ball was right after Smug Alana. So okay, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's just an accessory and not a VTuber. Okay. Okay, there is Ember Paradox. There is Depths Walker. So he's a cat guy with purple powers, mage with purple powers, and he has this symbol on his t-shirt. There's another purple themed cat guy that has appeared recently, so I'm probably going to get those two confused a lot. And there's also a purple wolf. So yeah, we're gonna try to keep all these people separate from each other in our minds. Okay, no idea who that is. Oh, this is I'm trying to think of her name. Naya, or Niam. So she's a Sea Bunny VTuber. Sea Bunny VTuber. Oh, this is Occultus Notitia himself. So this is his avatar, his profile picture. Okay, so this is the guy I saw before that I have no idea who he is. So this is someone, but don't know. Oh, and this thing again. This is meaningful. I don't know what it is. This is Psychro, the friendly survival specialist, and this is Northy again. Oh, this part is barely... Oh, we're starting to get into the actual animated section again. Okay, let's go forward. Okay, so now we've got Pipkin Pippa, Northy. Is this Depths Walker again, or is this someone else? Not sure. Powder. I think this one is Leaflet's mom and not Leaflet. I'm not sure. Do not recognize. And Psychro again. Okay, and I think this I was watching this in another video. I think this is like the black pill, and then the black pill is melting. Not sure, but there's like a guy that comes out of it. I'm not sure who he is.
Staying up to date, I tell you I'm not gonna lie. Comfort and anonymity, saying how it's gonna be.
Yeah, this guy I don't recognize at all.
New age of an influence, give away to fix this mess. Crowding fans of loyalty.
Okay, so a huge picture. Okay, so Null FM, Keen the Pirate. Wait, this guy, no idea. Is this Gaming Syndicate? Or actually, this might be Psychro without his gas mask. I'm not quite sure. I haven't watched all this video, so I'm not sure. This could be Gaming Syndicate, but I can't tell if the eyes are red. If the eyes are red, this is probably Gaming Syndicate. This is Skyebrows himself, a wild Iraqi guy I don't recognize, Lord Intellectual, Depths Walker, guy I don't recognize, someone I don't recognize, and let's see. Oh, yeah, and then Occultus Notitia right there. Okay, so big one here, and there is Skyebrows' mom. Don't recognize. Leaflet's mom, Leaflet herself. Is this Northy again? Not sure who this is. Powder. Not sure who that is. That's Avtid Fatash and Ember Paradox. Is this Lusty Lynx? Or no. This is I don't know. This is someone else. Pippa Pipkin and a Cosmic Otaku. And notice how when you have scenes with a large number of characters in the same scene, the AI often introduces a lot of errors. Like, look at this really smudged face. And sometimes it'll do things like give people characteristics you don't want, or switch their hair color or stuff like that, and you just can't do anything about it. So it's possible that some of these, like maybe this one, might be ones that I could recognize, but maybe because it's so many characters, the AI is trying to introduce errors into it. So hard to tell. Okay. Half Frost, half Fire. So I think this is Smugalana. Is this Powder? Probably. Ember Paradox. And then the Sea Bunny VTuber, Naya. Okay, let me look in the description. I'm going to cheat. Niam. Okay, Niam is this one. Okay.
loyalty. New ages of an influence. Give away to
Oh, wait, she's just wearing the bunny ears. She's not, maybe it's not Niam. Maybe this is someone else, because she doesn't look as much like a sea bunny as she should, and she's just wearing bunny ears. This is probably someone else. I'm probably wrong.
fix this mess.
Okay, and then there's Psychro, the friendly survival specialist. Do not know, Lord Intellectual, and do not know. And then they're doing various, is this bad guy even a challenge? And this is sort of like a storyline that's going on throughout this. Oh, and then this thing again that I don't recognize. Is this a person? Is this like a VTuber? Okay, so anyways, this storyline I'm thinking is probably about like Quango or other trolls that are sort of surrounding us now, and they're not like significant, and so these various like talk shows or whatever are talking about, you know, there's no challenge here and these bad guys are not important. We shouldn't just ignore them.
Fans of loyalty makes a group for you and me.
And then Skybrows himself. Okay, so Avted Fatash, a wild Iraqi, and I'm not sure if I recognize him, but I think it might be Gwenerverse. Is this Gwenerverse? Let me cheat again. Is Gwenerverse in here anywhere? I don't see Gwenerverse. Okay, so probably not Gwenerverse. It's hard to tell because everyone does the designs of these characters slightly differently. So just because the character design is a little bit different doesn't necessarily mean that it's not that character. Okay, let's go. Okay, so Null FM, a Cosmic Otaku, Northy, and this one again that I don't recognize. Okay, so this guy I don't recognize, Lord Intellectual, Depths Walker, and do not recognize. Okay, so do not recognize Smugalana. This is Ember Paradox, and then this is the Sea Bunny VTuber. Yeah, this is the Sea Bunny VTuber, Niam. Okay, oh yeah, and then here's my cameo that I reacted to before. Okay, so Caroline Freeman, the Sky Mom, or the Mom Brows. There's Leaflet's mom, there's Leaflet, and there is me. Look at this. I'm really touched, Occultus Notitia. Thank you for making me. This is really sweet and awesome. Okay, so there's Glee Man, and there is Dot Pocket. Okay, and then there's Keen the Pirate VTuber. Is this Pippa Pipkin? This might be Pippa Pipkin, or it might be a different Pink Bunny VTuber. I'm not sure. There's Occultus Notitia. There's Powder, and this guy I don't recognize. Okay, this guy, again, I think the same one as before that I didn't recognize from, where is it? Yeah, from 34 seconds. I think it's exactly the same guy, and I do not recognize him. Okay, subplot dance spot, better filler than One Piece. Yeah, that's a joke there. Yeah, it's pretty easy to have better filler material than One Piece. One Piece is very, very slowly plotted and very full of filler. So yeah, that's a good joke there. Okay, and I do not recognize any of these. Oh wait, unless maybe, is this supposed to be Ember Paradox in different clothing? Not sure. And then is the fish a VTuber? Not sure if the fish is a VTuber. Okay, and then there's Psychro, the friendly survival specialist, and I don't know if this is a reference to maybe one of his recent videos, because I am really behind on his videos, so it might be a reference to something I haven't seen.
No real
And of course, sarcasm bomb is a saying that is used online a lot. Sarcasm bomb.
face, just my persona. Found a rhyme, it's Barcelona.
Okay, so this guy again that I don't recognize.
Give a cute little react, cut that clip it. Shorts on track.
Okay, and then here's Northy, and then there's a purple wolf that appears. Someone told me who the purple wolf is. So not Venetrix. Venetrix is a female purple wolf. There's like a purple wolf, you know, with four legs and everything that appears sometimes. And someone told me who this is, and then I forgot.
VTuber model, human made for a viral social game anime cat hero mix. Got my VTubes.
Oh, actually, this wolf is fighting against the good guys. So maybe this is just a generic wolf that represents generic enemies. Okay, and then my cameo again with Skyebrows' mom. Yeah, I really like this. Yeah, I can see some pennies, I think. Yeah, it's really hard to get the AI to put actual pennies here. Mostly it wants to put jewels or hair clips or things like that. But yeah, really cool. And yeah, she's a music creator, and I've been talking to her a little bit in the comments. She's about my age. Yeah, she's about my age.
Saying how it's gonna be new age of an influence. Give a way to fix this mess. Crowding fans of loyalty.
And then Smug Alana in her like half and half form. She's got fire on this side and frost on this side.
Makes a crew for you and me.
Okay, so Lord Intellectual, Person I Don't Recognize, and Dot Pocket. And I guess they're all fighting against this guy. Maybe this guy that I don't recognize represents like generic enemies. He did come out of the black goo that might represent like the black pill. So maybe he's a generic enemy that came from the black pill. And that's why, you know, the good guy team is fighting against him, including that purple wolf from earlier. So maybe that's what's going on here. And then Skybrows himself. Oh, and it says summoning a new prompt character. So I think this means that the golden woman or whatever that comes next is not a VTuber, but just a prompt character that Skybrows is summoning.
Yo.
Yeah, I think he is a generic bad guy. I think that is a generic bad guy because he just got destroyed. And then here's the same characters. Again, he was in fact not a challenge. Okay, so that bad guy just got destroyed. And then this here says he was in fact not a challenge. So yeah, I think he was a generic bad guy sort of representing multiple different people. Okay, so that was a cool video. We'll do it the thumbs up. I really liked my cameos. Link will be in the description, and I want you to go to his video so that you can use all of these links to look at the people yourself. I'm not going to put this list in my description because I want you to go to his video so that you'll have to use his description to navigate around and look at all these people. Okay, so the next one we go to here. Vesper has been getting talked about a lot. And this one, I think, is the one people have been talking about, Have Faith. And, oh, yeah, and I saw this already, even though it doesn't have a red bar. I saw the whole thing. This is a cool video. So, but I saw this privately, not in a reaction or anything. Okay, so this I think is the one people have been talking about. And then it looks like a new one appeared just within a day. So I think we're going to watch both of them, but at least this one. So let's go in here. Okay, so this is Vesper, and she's like a demon VTuber. Okay, what does the description say? All I can say is watch until the 2-minute mark to understand this video is not what it appears to be early on. Okay, so there's some kind of plot twist or surprise at the 2-minute mark. Okay, and it's got a huge cameo list, and I kind of want to cheat. But let's try not to cheat. I'll try to resist cheating, and we'll do the no pause or almost no pause watch through, and then we'll try to do a super pause one after that. Okay, so let's make it big, and we'll try to not pause. Oh, I should drink a little bit of water first. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go. Okay, so it said this video is not what it appears to be, and the 2-minute mark was when it changes over. Okay, so various And this is when he gets his wings and loses his horns, and then ascends to heaven. Okay. So I'm not sure if I actually caught or understood the plot twist, but it's definitely happened by now because we're at the 3:30 mark. Okay. Let's keep going. I sometimes I whiff on things, I just don't understand them. But people have been talking about this a lot, so it's got to be a cool plot twist. Okay, let's go.
Have faith, child.
I do.
Okay, so let me try to figure out what is going on. So I'm gonna do a super pause reaction. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to do that. Let me do a super pause reaction. And oh, that was Griffin Knight. Yeah, I was wondering if maybe it was Griffin Knight. And that was Mavlock. Underworld Fox had the wrong hair color, but I guess it's hard to get the AI to do things sometimes. Celestium. Okay, so I guess the generic angel that approached was not like Dawn Halo or any other VTuber, but just a generic angel. Okay. No, how could I leave my demonic empress behind? Okay. Okay, cool. So I did like the song. I don't think I entirely understood what happened in it, but I think he like became from his like sort of like demon kin kind of form, he went into an angel form, and then he flew up to heaven, and then she's showing that even though she's a demon VTuber, that she does have faith and is actually a Christian. So yeah, you can be a Christian and be a demon VTuber. It's like, it's not a contradiction. It's not like you're promoting demons or anything just by showing this, this sort of anime-esque, representation. Okay, so I think that's the message. Not quite sure if I got it, so I'm going to do the super pause, react, and identify the cameos now. Okay, so let's make it big, and here we go. Oh, and I wanted to say that like sort of like slow and slightly like heavy music like this is something that I like, but I usually don't like to rewatch it a bunch. So I did like it. I did like the music, but I probably won't be, coming back here and rewatching it a bunch because, I'd rather have happy music rather than heavy music. And this song does seem to have a good message. It's like things are heavy, but they get better. But the tone of the music stays heavy with, hopefulness, but it's about having hopefulness while you're heavy. That feels like the tone of the music to me. So yeah, not going to be an attractive rewatching video for me at least, but I do like the music. Oh, and this little animation where the bird comes down and lands on her hand and then flies away, I was really watching that closely on my first watch. It's a beautiful animation, well done and detailed. When I pause it, I can see a little bit of like the lines are sort of blurred and not quite straight and stuff, but usually when you pause AI animation, you'll see some problems, but it's not like much. It's just like tiny details, and it's a really beautiful animation of that bird landing on her hand. Okay, and then this is Griffin Knight, which I was kind of thinking that maybe it was him on the first watch through. I wasn't sure because he didn't have his wings that have the galaxy or the stars in them, but I think his character is supposed to have retractable wings. So yeah, I was right. This was him. I was thinking that. Okay, and then we've got Skybrows himself. I think this has to be Shoe on Head. And then is this, I'm not sure who this is. I think maybe it's supposed to be Lusty Lynx. I'm not sure. Let's go. And then what are they pulling out of the picnic basket? Is this like, I'm not quite sure what this is. Is this like chicken nuggets? Or not sure what that is. Okay, and then I think this is Feeble Mind Mavluck and Underworld Fox VTuber with the wrong hair color. And yeah, in the other video that I had a little while back, I was looking at Reaving Mango and I was saying Mavluck, but I do know these two apart. I was just, the wrong word was popping out of my mouth without me realizing it. But yeah, I do know the difference between Reaving Mango and Mavluck. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, and then I think from the description, this is just a generic angel. I had been thinking that it was Dawn Halo, but or no, actually that's got to be Celestium. Okay, that's got to be Celestium. Okay, so that has to be Celestium. Okay, so I was mistaken in like two different ways, but that's okay. Okay, let's go forward. Yeah, and then his horns start crumbling, and there was a flash of light, and probably it was hard to make his horns crumble entirely and transition to this scene, so there was like a flash of light to help the transition. And a lot of times when you're making AI animation, you got to use little tricks like that to sort of like cover up the transitions or cover up some of the errors. and make it look good. But yeah, it works story-wise and it works animation-wise to have a sudden flash of light as his horns are crumbling, and when the flash of light is done, his horns are gone and he's got the wings on. It prevents you from having to do an animation that would probably be really buggy if you did manage to do it, or, you know, take forever to do. And it also makes sense story-wise that there would be a sudden flash of golden light, and then he would be fully transformed at the end of it. Oh yeah, and then see, Vesper reaches up and touches her horn, sort of like she was kind of expecting that her horns would be gone too, and then she looks kind of disappointed that they aren't. It's like she kind of looks like she wanted to also be converted to a angel form here, but she did not. She still is her demon form. At least that's how I'm interpreting her facial expression and the motion she used with her hand. Yeah, and there was a weird AI error where his like wing like disappeared and then it like clipped through. But there aren't very many of these errors in here. They're not really that noticeable. I am an incredible nitpicker. Okay, and then by cheating and looking at the description, yes, that is indeed Lusty Lynx. Even though she does not have a lynx tail, yeah, I think that Lusty Lynx either has a lynx tail or maybe she has no tail at all in the stuff I've seen. But yeah, lynx tails are really short. And then there's Shoe on Head and Skybrows. And yeah, she's crying because Griffin Knight turned into an angel and then flew up to heaven with Celestium. She's crying and left behind. Okay, and then there's Lord Intellectual and Leaflet. And this actually looks... I think this looks exactly like his like PNG model that he uses, because he's not a VTuber, at least not yet. He uses a PNG, and I think this is exactly that model because it looks like it. It does look like it, I think. Yep, and see, we get a face reveal. He takes his mask off. Oh, and then the bird lands on his hand. Did that bird like materialize out of thin air? I've got to go backwards. Yeah, I think it materialized out of thin air. Let's watch closely. Yeah, it seemed to materialize right around here. Yeah, the AI probably should have brought it in from off screen or something. Let's go backwards. Yeah, when I pause like this, it looks really glitchy, but it looked good when I wasn't. Yeah, it materializes right here. Yeah, see, it materializes right here and then flies to him. Yeah, that looked a little bit weird, but I never noticed it on my first watch. I never noticed it. Okay, and then Feeble Mind, Mavluck, and Underworld Fox VTuber again. I'm kind of wondering, is the AI doing this error and it just won't correct it? Or maybe he changed, his hair color. Sometimes people change their hair colors like Mizuki did, and then suddenly they're in a different hair color, and I'm thinking, oh, that's wrong, that's wrong. And then I find out that it's actually right, that like the video creator did know more than I did, and it was right. I'll have to look at his channel and see if maybe he's changed his hair color. But yeah, that is should have been orange, I think. Okay, and then here is Griffin Knight in his new angel form flying in heaven with Celestium. I'm kind of wondering, is like this going to become part of his lore, and is he going to be like in angel form from now on? Probably not. I don't think I've noticed that, but I haven't been on his channel. And how old is this video? It's only like 3 days old. I probably haven't been on his channel in 3 days. So, sometimes people will change their character lore or their character models in response to videos like this. And sometimes they won't. They'll be like, oh yeah, that's just a hypothetical could have been video. Yeah, it's not part of my official character lore. So people can do it either way. But I do like his old model. His old model is super cool, and a lot of people have spoken about how they like it. So I really doubt that he would change to just being a generic looking angel. I doubt that that would happen.
Have faith, child.
I do.
Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I think this is a video explaining that even though Vesper is a demon VTuber, that she is a Christian. And, yeah, so I think that this one is kind of like Mired Soul by Jaded Fett, in that, in my opinion, the music didn't quite have enough like variety and interest in it to carry it to like, look, it's 4 minutes and 59 seconds. So it's essentially a 5-minute video. I think probably the music needed to be at least 30 seconds shorter, maybe a minute shorter. And then it would have been a more interesting video. Of course, it's got this really slow, heavy music, so it might have been harder to tell the story in a shorter time period. I'm not sure. But yeah, the music itself, I think, would have been more interesting if it was just shortened up a bit. Okay, so I think we're not gonna go and do the other Vesper video. I'm really running out of time. It took longer to do all this than I thought I would. So let's go to the next video. We're gonna go to Null FM. And I did react to this one before, which is really cool, and loads of people talked about it. So let's go to this one, which is 3 days old. Okay, so let's make it big. Okay, and then this here, the character with the bright green tennis shoes and the bright green eyes is Null FM himself. And I'm going to cheat and look at the description. Okay, the Dawn Halo is in this one. Yeah, the last video I thought that Celestium was maybe the Dawn Halo, but the Dawn Halo is actually in this one. Oh, Delta Wolf's in this. Do not recognize Oh Hello Birdman. The Holy Ball. The Holy Ball. Okay. I think maybe they were that sort of brass ball thing in the other video that I kept not recognizing. So let's go into this video. It's only a little bit more than 2 minutes long. Let's do a no pause watch through on the first one, and let's see. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. I was raised on bus fumes, blue lights, brickwork. Mom said work hard, but the rich get rich first. Suit man shouts on the screen, cut cost, trim fat. That's my friends on the spreadsheet, lumbers on the sack. See 'em sip fine wine while the food bank queue been long. MPs claim tight belts in the 5-star restaurant. They wave flags, bang drums, call it for the people, but the budget's like a blade, cutting straight, never equal. World's on fire, they selling the smoke. Concrete chains round the neck of the broke. They stack pounds while they laugh on TV. Corporate kings, evil, walking free. Hands in the air if you're feeling that sting. Whole street sings, but it don't change a thing. Still we rise, still we grit our teeth. Spit truth bare, let it bark on the beat. Hey, our prime time liar with the prime time teeth says law and order, then he's bribing police. Brown envelopes, never reach our blocks, but the law knocks quick if you miss one box. Yeah, tax man hunts for the man on the gig while a banker hides beans in the offshore crib. Oil in the water, plastic in the seed, and they blame poor kids for the state of the streets. Kids go missing in the cracks of the grey estate. Council flat paint peel, but the rent still raised. Cameras on the corner watch every mistake, but the ones in the boardroom never caught on tape. World's on fire, they selling the smoke. Concrete chains round the neck of the broke. They stack pounds running off on TV. Corporate kings, evil, walking free. Hands in the air if you're feeling that sting. Whole street sings, but it don't change a thing. Still we rise, still we grit our teeth. Spit truth bare, let it bark on the beat. We don't need throne seats, we need warm home, fair pay, food plates. Not them stones they throw from the top of their towers. They deny what we see, but a million small voices sound bigger than the queen. Whoa. World's on fire. World's on fire. World's on fire, selling this smoke. World's on fire, selling this smoke. World's on fire. World's on fire. World's on fire. World's on fire.
Okay, so I did like that. I'll give it a thumbs up. And but I did not like it as much as the other one that Null FM did before. So so Tiny Campfire Glow, I liked that one a lot. This one I did not like as much, and one of the reasons is because it's rap, and I'm not like really into rap. So if you do rap, you've right from the starting gate, you've almost lost me. But some of it I do like really a lot, and this one has kind of rap. Let me show you a little bit of it. It's got like a little bit of rap in it. Yeah, so not much rap now that I'm listening to it. Yeah, not much. I was misremembering it, but yeah, I really like this one, and I was thinking it had a little bit of rap somewhere in it, but yeah, this one is definitely rap. So people that actually like rap will probably like it better. And as always, Null FM is doing really good animation here. And the walk cycles that kind of go back and forth according to the beat, you know, when he's like walking and then it flips him and he does the walk cycle in the other direction. And then there's scenes later on where he's, where is it, with the other characters, like here with, where is it? Yeah. So see that, how it would keep flipping it back and forth from one direction to another and matching it with the beats. That was really creative, and I like it. And I like how these more characters keep appearing. So there's Dawn Halo, and there's Avted Fatash, and then here is Delta Wolf, and let's see. And then this Cardinal, I have no idea who this is. And then here is Northy. Northy recently did a video with me in it. And then I think the main message, it's something that I like. It's about income inequality. It's talking about a million Amelias and the Amelia meme, which a million Amelias is a Skybrows video, and the Amelia meme. And it's got like Keir Starmer. And then where is it? The concrete chain around your neck representing the income inequality. I like that imagery. And also like the imagery where we are in a surveillance dystopia, and the areas that are not in a surveillance dystopia are entering into one. But for some reason, the surveillance dystopia, where's the scene with all those cameras on the street? I can't find it. Yeah, but for some reason, the surveillance dystopia doesn't seem to cover the corporations and the rich and powerful. It's just ordinary people who have their every move watched by all these cameras that they're trying to get installed. And then there's like a bunch of financial misbehavior by the very powerful that affects the poor and the middle class. So yeah, a lot of, here's a scene with all these cameras. Yeah, like all the normal people get watched by the cameras constantly in the surveillance dystopia. But the rich and powerful, for some reason, it's like, why can't we either equalize the surveillance dystopia or invert it? Like the rich and powerful are watched all the time and us regular people never are. Like, you know, it's like, why can't we do that? Why aren't they getting watched? Okay, so anyways, I'm going to go to the last video here. Kinney the Hound, who's a new person with only this one video here. And Kinney the Hound, as I mentioned, appeared as a cameo in the Dot Pocket video that I reacted to before. So this is, I'm guessing, a friend of Dot Pocket. And then, okay, there's a flag on their shirt. Probably shows what country they're from. It doesn't say here what it is. I'm just terrible at recognizing flags, so I'm not sure what country this person is from. Okay, let's go in here.
Keyboard clicks.
Okay, so I'm going to cheat again and look at the description. Welcome to my first ever video editing project using AI. It's been a fun experience. I have other projects in mind down the road. More on that in a later video. Okay, let's see. Okay. So there's, okay, so he's got the Kinney verse and then he's got the Skybrows verse. So I guess all of these cameos here are like his friends and family. Yeah, it looks like mostly family, but some friend. And then there's Skybros and Asmongold-related people. Okay, and then Skybrows, Asmongold's channel, Leaflet's channel, Keen, Mavlik, Gaming Syndicate, Zalia, Zazezia, Dot Pocket, Wild Iraqi, Torst Wolf, who is really becoming popular lately. He's just recently become a Skybro. Let's see, I don't recognize this one. Cinevier. Yeah, I was having so much trouble finding her. I finally found her channel. She's like appears on side scrollers sometimes. I finally found her channel. Let's see. Do not know this one. Do not know this one. Feeble Mind. Let's see. Do not know Nicola. Reaving Mango. I will not call him Mavlik this time. I'm really determined to not do that. That was totally an accident. I do know those two apart. Let's see. War Moose. I have no idea. Okay, so the list of cameos is so huge in this that I think when I do the super pause react, I'm just gonna do it for the most recognizable ones and not necessarily stop on everyone, or I'm gonna be here doing the super pause reaction for like half an hour, and I don't want to do the super pause reaction for half an hour. That would kind of subvert the purpose of making these multi react videos to save time if I do a super pause reaction for half an hour. So I'm going to do a somewhat pause second reaction, I think. Okay, so let's go and we'll do the fresh watch through and then the somewhat pause reaction.
Keyboard clicks. Screen glow late. We don't call it work. We just call it create. Yeah. Whole crew logged in. Same code, same chat. A grandma, a gamer, a kid in a flat. Line after line, prompting this rap, we refining the phrase. Turn one small spark to a wildfire lit. A small campfire turn into a bonfire quick. Type 2 words, get a universe trip. We remix, reframe, put the soul in the stack. From the barbershop chair to the after school lab. We draft, then draft again till the prompts all snap. Let's go. We pop the sky, watch the visions levitate. Every single line makes the canvas generate. Hands on keys, yeah, we cooking at an endless rate. Whole team writing and we write it with that fire, ayy. Write it with that fire, write it with that fire. Community lit, every mind a live wire. Pop the sky, let the culture rewire. Whole team writing and we write it with that fire, ayy. Only got stories, she just never had time. Now her tales turn stills into scenes that shine. Little Skybro draws worlds he was scared to share. Now we types 3 thoughts and they're floating in the air. We argue, we laugh, we improve, we tweak. Turn kinda okay to yo, that's unique. And I can relate from the church basement to the front yard stoop. We build big dreams out of few word loops. Yeah, yeah, go. We pump the sky, watch the vision
Okay, so from everyone here in the Kinneyverse, thank you for watching. This has been 2.5 days of almost constant typing and editing as my first ever AI music video and editing of a video in general. I'm happy with how it turned out. Thank you to Leaflet and Skybrows for sending me down this path, and to the Skybros over in Skynet. You are an amazing community. I hope to add more of you to my next projects. With love from Kinney the Hound. Oh, are we becoming Skynet? The Sky Bros gathering under Skybrows. Are we becoming Skynet? Maybe we're Skynet. Okay, P.S. Extra thanks to those who assisted me in some way. You are many and you know who you are. Head pats. Cool. Okay, and it's just that. Oh, and then we got some logos. Eden Corp, Kinneyverse times Skybrows Cinematic Universe. Okay. So anyways, that was loads more interesting than I expected it to be. We'll give it a thumbs up. And I said I was going to do like a somewhat pause reaction, but I saw a bunch of like funny jokes in there, and really like a lot of stuff I want to comment on. So I think I actually might do a super pause reaction, even though I said I wasn't going to do it. Okay, so let's go back here. And so this is Kinney himself, and let's keep going.
Screen glow late. We don't call it.
And then I think the next 4 or 5 cameos are his friends and family members that I pointed out in the description before, so I'm not going to recognize them anyways.
Work. We just call it create. Yeah. Whole crew logged in. Same code, same chat. A grandma, a gamer, a kid in a flat. Line after line, prompting this rap we refining.
And then this is Skybrows himself. Productions, something I can't read. Realistic anime high. Yeah, so this is Skybrows doing his prompts, and he's surrounded by his monster cans, which are white monster. So pretty much a trademark of Skybrows, his white monster.
The phrase, turn one small spark to a.
Okay, so not sure who this is. He kind of looks like Tectone. Let me pop in here. So this is Asmongold. This is Asmongold. Okay, and he calls him Swolmengold. Okay, so this is a really muscular version of, I should have realized he's drinking the Dr. Pepper can. That's like the clue that allows you to definitely know that it's Asmongold. Yeah, the Dr. Pepper can. Okay, so I should have noticed that. The Dr. Pepper can is a absolute clue to Asmongold's identity.
Wildfire lit, a small campfire turned into a bar.
Okay, and then there's Leaflet.
Quick type 2 words, get a
Oh, and the lyrics and stuff are talking about the campfire, and the campfire is growing and being contributed to. And that's a reference to the Cream of the Slop video, the tiny campfire glow lyrics that everyone found inspiring. And the symbolism of that campfire keeps continuing in various other videos. So the campfire is something that keeps being shown, and it has a lot of symbolic meaning by now.
First trip we remix, reframe.
And there's Keen, the pirate VTuber. Let me get on a pause that's not all. Okay, so yeah, there's Keen, the pirate VTuber.
Put the soul in the stack.
And there's Mavlek, and this animation of him is looking so cool. I mean, just look at this. Yeah, he's a lich. He's got a jar of souls because he's a lich. Yeah, look at, I mean, when you pause it, it looks a little bit like pixelated and stuff. But as long as you don't pause it, it looks super, super cool. And look, his like fingers look like they're in the right places. They're not messed up or anything. So that's really good animation there.
The stack from the barbershop chair to the after school lab. We drive.
Okay, and then here's Gaming Syndicate. And there's the campfire again. See, it's getting bigger and bigger. Okay, not sure who this is. Oh, wait, is this Zazazia? This might be, yeah, she's the only blue-skinned one. I think it might be, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is her. It is her. Zazazia. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, and then Dot Pocket and Kinney, and apparently they're friends that knew each other before this.
Prompts all snap. Let's go. We pop the sky. Watch the visions levitate. Every single line makes the
And A Wild Iraqi, and then here's the campfire again.
cameras generate. Hands on keys. Yeah, we cooking that.
And then here is Torst Wolf. Yeah, he's a new one, a new Skybro. So he's like an angel themed archivist who is like losing his memories. He's got a complicated backstory. Okay, and this is Rivunami. He represents himself with this sort of like mechanical girl with the one horn and the mechanical halo. So a really cool character design that people reimagine in a bunch of different ways, but really cool Rivunami. And then Cross Legends. And then here's Chiral Chikage, who usually wants people to call him Chi. And then I'm not sure if this is anyone, I don't know. Well, actually, I can just cheat. Why don't I go cheat? Okay, so after Chiral is Loxy Pop. Okay, Princess Loxy. Loxy Pop, Princess Loxy. So someone I do not know. Okay, we cheated. And then this is Mr. Kivox. And he's like a fox guy. He's a veil guard. He does this guiding people thing. And then Psychro, the friendly survival specialist. And then this is Cinevere with the blue hair and the horns. She's also fairly new. She's just started to appear in the Skyebrows universe. Okay, and then this guy, who is it? Casbium or something like that. I'm gonna go cheat again. Okay, no, it's Del Demon. Someone I have no idea who it is. Okay. Okay, and then this guy keeps appearing in Skyebrows videos, but I never recognize him. I don't know who he is. So Ben13254. Okay, so this guy. Let's just open up his channel and see what he is. I am just a dumb guy who plays games. And does he actually have... Okay, so it looks like he's making music. And he's got some Amelia content, I think. Okay, so a little bit of AI stuff and music. Okay, so let's go back to this video, make it big, and here we go. And there is Feeble Mind. Oh my, look at this. He probably, is this like copied from one of his videos? It might be. I'm not caught up on his videos yet. It might be copied from one of his videos. But yeah, look, he's got the Word of God sword, and I can't tell what color his eye is. It should be golden, but I think when it's not actually glowing, it looks like a little bit more sort of like golden brown rather than golden. Okay, let's go.
Only got stories.
Okay, and then here's Amelia, possibly Powder in Amelia form, but Amelia in any case, and remigration 4, and then and a word that I probably can't say without getting this video in trouble.
She just never had time. Now her tails turn stills.
And then here's Leaflet, and this is referring to Leaflet creating a lot of AI stuff, like Put Them in the Box was one of the earliest ones that was really well known, but there have been a whole bunch of other things that have been well known, and she's been creating a lot of AI stuff.
Scenes that shine, little Skybro draws worlds.
And then here's Nihilith.
He was scared to share, now he types 3 thoughts, and the floating in.
And then this is a reference to Nihilith's video, We Are Made of Fire, or no, not We Are Made of Fire, You Are Made of Fire, You Are Made of Fire. So yeah, very, very cool scene right here with Nihilith. Let's see it again.
Share, now we types 3 thoughts, and the floating in the air. We argue, we laugh.
Okay, so that, let me use the keys to go backwards. Okay, so Ember Paradox and Lord Intellectual, who might be an item. I'm not sure if it's a joke or if they actually are an item, but in any case, it's part of the Skybrows cinematic universe lore that these two have something. Okay, and then here is Eustace the Useful with his dunce cap. Okay, and then there's Silas Frostrunner. And is this Shoe on Head? Who is this? I'm going to cheat again. Okay, let's look and cheat. Okay, okay. Silas Frostrunner, that's Nicola, so someone I don't know.
Okay, to yo that's unique, and I can relate.
And then Celestium here. And this form here is one that I can more easily recognize her in. And I think this is her bean. People were telling me that the bean is like one of her symbols because it symbolizes her followers.
The church basement to the front yard stoop.
And then here is Reaving Mango, and I am not going to accidentally call him Mavluck like I did in the other video. I was thinking Reaving Mango, but I said Mavluck. I do know the difference between these two. So this is a really good design for him. And yeah, it really looks good. Really looks good.
We build big dreams out of few word loops. Yeah, go.
And Bupela, yeah, this is a really good design for her. Look at how happy she looks. And I like the sort of like the high camera angle and the sunset or possibly sunrise in the background. That's really cool. And then here's Dawn Halo. This is a new one that I often don't recognize. So Dawn Halo. Okay, I learned this one's name and I forgot her name. Okay, I'm gonna go cheat. Okay, Atami. Yes, Atami works. Atami. Okay, and then the next two are gonna, no, the next 1, 2, 3 are gonna be ones I don't recognize, and then there'll be Delta Wolf. Okay, let's go. Okay, and then here is Delta Wolf. And Louisverse, also known as Lady Wasabi. And Avted Fatash. Look at this design. Very, very detailed. Yeah, and the background's so detailed too. Yeah, I love this in the way that there's sort of the shafts of light coming in. And this one is sort of like, if you look at it closely, you're like, where is this shaft of light coming from when the others are coming down at this angle and this angle? But if I hadn't paused it, I wouldn't have even noticed that. But, you know, other than that thing, I think this is basically a flawless picture when I pause it here. And yeah, you can't read that text, but you often can't read cursive that is small resolution and at an angle anyways, even in photographs. So that is totally okay. Let's go.
Ride it with that fire, ay, ride it with that fire, ride it with that fire, community lit, every mind alive.
Okay, and then I think these are, oh, so this is probably Cyber Nugget, and I think all these others are ones that I don't recognize. Let me go and cheat. It's time to cheat. Okay, let's see. So Moose and Dax, people I don't recognize. Kit Siragi. Okay, he's one that he's been here a little while. He's not extremely new, but he is new. But I do not recognize him. This guy don't recognize. This guy don't recognize. Oh, and then Fashizi. I've reacted to a bunch of Fashizi videos, but do not recognize his character. Okay, and then this is Lusty Lynx. Okay. And then we've got Angry Duck, Night Owl, DJ Nathaniel, and is this Depthswalker? This might be Depthswalker. Let me look at the description. Okay, so Night Owl, DJ Daniel, X. Oh, that's the X count. Okay, that's the X count. That there is the X count. I did not recognize the X count. Sorry. Okay, and then here is Rida Zero and his the like brainless android that carries him. Oh, and you can see him over here. Look, here it is. I can't hover over it or it disappears, but look at that. You can see him with the avatar. So he's the cat. The VTuber is the cat, and then this one right here just is brainless and holds him as he reacts. So yes, that is him right there. That's so cool that it appeared right there. Okay, let's go. Okay, and then Lifu and her husband Zen. And is he just hanging out in his underwear? Is that like a joke or something? Yeah. He's like his top half has got normal clothing, and then he's just got underwear. That is so funny. Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, and then Griffin Knight, and I really like this scene, the way he like excitedly flies around in the club. It's like really bouncy and well animated. And then Mizuki in her new black furred form. Oh, and I did want to say that the sort of like the club music, really upbeat style, I really like this music. And now they actually have everyone in a club, so it really matches well with the theme. So this is a Cosmic Otaku, and this is Mumi playing games. Okay, and then I think this is Niam, the Sea Bunny VTuber. I think so. I'm going to go cheat. And let's see, we've got, where are we? We're down here on the list. Movie playing games. Oh, yeah, it is Niam. And then one more Blast Box AI Music is the last cameo. And then after that, we're done with cameo. Oh, yeah, and then this is Blast Box AI Music. Yes, so she makes a bunch of music sometimes for other channels. So sometimes she'll make the music and they'll make the music videos. So there's all sorts of things going on. I'm really super behind on her channel. I need to catch up on it. Okay, and that was the last cameo. And then I think this is the girl that was dancing much earlier. Yeah, at about a minute. Yeah, see, there she is at about 1 minute and 3 seconds. This is the same girl from there. Okay, and then this, I think, is the group shot of all his friends and family that were the first set of cameos in the very, very early part of the video here. Yeah, in this part. Yeah, you can see them here. Yeah, there they are. Okay. Okay, so that was a lot cooler than I expected it to be. A really good work for a first video. But even if this was like his fifth video, I would still say really good work for that. So interesting. And yeah, I'm going to get further and further behind on my ability to recognize these people. And I better go. I think my voice is starting to wear out. But really enjoyed that, and I was glad to get through another pack of these. They're appearing so fast that it's hard to get through them all. But I'm happy to watch them. I'm happy to watch them. I might have to go and watch some privately, though, so that I can, instead of reacting to them, so that I can really catch up. But I love to do these reaction packs and then share them with everyone. It's really cool. And thank you to everyone that cameoed me. And if you don't cameo me, you're a horrible person. You're a horrible person. No. I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time. If you don't cameo me, that is also fine. I enjoy those videos a lot also. Yes, I enjoy those videos a lot also. So thank you, everyone in the Skybrows community. Maybe we are becoming Skynet. That is a funny joke there. Okay. See you guys another time.